Hi there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Imperial Stormtrooper from outside of Nevarro Cantina. This is one of those deluxe packs if you like, and he comes packed in with an awesome looking E-Web cannon. So let's take a look at the packaging first of all. Here it is. It's one of these new style plastic free packaging boxes if you like. Almost look like a card back with a picture of what you're going to get inside, basically the picture of the figure and the E-Web cannon there with the blast effect. We have the Mandalorian logo at the top. We have the racetrack design around the sides. We even have one of those sunburst stickers showing you how the E-Web cannon works. On the back of the box we have exactly the same image, but this time we do see the contents of the packaging, and we also have the Vintage Collection logo there. No number on these guys, and you can also see the import sticker there from Hong Kong, because this is from In Demand Toys. I managed to pick this up. They got some import stock and I pulled the trigger to get this review out for you. So that's the box. I'm not really too concerned with it, to be honest. It's more about what's inside. So let's crack it open and take a look. Okay then, just to show you quickly what it looks like inside the packaging. Once again, no plastic in there apart from a bit of tape, and also we have that sort of tissue paper wax packet if you like. That's what it kind of feels like to me anyway. It's more like a wax packet, and you also get some Kenner style instructions, and that just shows you how to assemble the E-Web cannon. Looks like there's a few little pieces in there. You'll have to see what that's all about in a second. Okay then, so we will be checking out the E-Web cannon in a second, but first of all I wanted to check out the figure that's included and compare him against the VC-140 Stormtrooper, because apparently this one has been improved with rocker ankles and things like that, so we'll check it out. Alright then, so here are the figures side by side. The one on the left is the new one from the Nevarro Cantina set, and the one on the right is, I believe I picked that one up from the 4-pack. Now I'm not too sure if you can pick this up on camera, but this new one is noticeably whiter than this one, especially on the torso and the legs. I'm not really too sure why that is. I think the figures have the potential to go yellow, because my original VC-140 of this guy is a different colour once again to the ones that you got in that 4-pack. The ones in the 4-pack were a better white, and this guy compared to this guy is much more brilliant white, as you can see. So do they degrade in time? Quite rapidly by the looks of it. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But as I mentioned before, the improvements for this figure pretty much gives us the definitive Stormtrooper, at least for like Rogue One or the Mandalorian. We are getting a brand new Stormtrooper on that original trilogy Star Wars card, which we've been crying out for ages. And that one includes a holster, like a working holster. Now this figure doesn't have that. So is this the definitive Stormtrooper? I guess for Rogue One, because I don't think they had the holsters in that movie, but not for the OT. We're going to have to wait for that figure to come out. But sure enough, he does have the rocker ankles, you can see there. So the articulation has been updated on this figure. But the added bonus of him having those rocker ankles is that he now doesn't have those flared trousers that you can see this guy has. Just fitting over his boots there. So that is a definite plus. Let's just take a look at this figure in more detail so we can take a look at the paint apps to make sure that they've been painted on correctly and they're all straight and everything. And this one actually isn't too bad. The line across the helmet seems straight. The eyes seem to be painted well. The paintwork on the bridge of the nose and the mouthpiece and everything, that all looks pretty good to me. So quite happy with that. The quality of that is decent. So let's set up the E-Web cannon and get him into some poses. All right then, so to build the tripod, obviously it has 3 legs being a tripod, and they have these like, this one has like a half moon on it. You can see there, that's like a half moon. And these two have quarter moons. So they can only go in one way, so they go in at an angle. So this one, because it's got the half moon, is going to go in straight. Like so. Then you get this piece here, which apparently goes through there, and then we'll plug in to these 2 pieces here, like so. Then you get this little piece here, which is going to go in there. This piece is quite a soft rubbery piece, so you might want to put this in before you put the legs on. as you can see there. Then the cannon itself has the little pin there, which is obviously going to go into there. So let's put that in like so. So there's the cannon. And then we have like the ammo box, I guess, with the tube. So one tube's going to go into there and one tube's going to go into here. So I've placed the tubing into here. Now, before I do that, I just want to go through some of the details of this because it does look pretty cool. You've got some nice sculpting on there and everything on this little box. And it's actually quite a weighty piece of plastic. You can see all like the pipe work and wires and stuff on top. And in terms of the cannon, you can see there some quite nice sculpting on the cannon. No weathering or anything like that. It is pure black plastic. No painting or weathering or anything, but it looks pretty decent. The other end of the tube goes into the bottom of the cannon in that hole there. So we'll just do that now. That just plugs in quite nicely like that, and then that sits away like so. In terms of articulation for the cannon, because that piece there is quite sort of springy, it's a soft plastic, it can sort of move around a little bit like this. But obviously the main things that you're going to be doing with this is moving it left and right like so, like a spinny motion. And then it's got an axle on there which goes up and down on there. But when you try and move it, as you can see, the whole thing does want to sort of spring as well. So that's pretty cool. Gives you loads of range of movement there, so you can get him in all sorts of poses, firing in whichever direction you want. The blast effect looks like this. Simple piece of plastic in like a two-tone, like a deeper orange and then a lighter orange at the end. And obviously that's going to go in like that. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these things really. I'd probably display it without, to be honest. It looks a bit silly if you ask me, but it's nice they've included it anyway. If you want to do toy photography or something like that, maybe you'd want that on there, but I actually prefer it without. So you can just put that to the side like that, and there you go. Now, when I posted my picture of this set on Instagram yesterday, I did get a few people asking me questions whether my cannon has the handles, and I can confirm that it does, because some people have reported that they've got these without those handles, which I find hard to believe, but of course I do believe you. You're not going to make it up. But it seems odd that they'd be able to provide this piece of plastic without those handles on there. That seems really odd to me. And it's difficult to say whether the instructions display them or not, but mine definitely do have them, which I'm very, very happy about. So let's set the Stormtrooper up in position on the E-Web cannon and see what he looks like. All right then, so you can see he looks pretty cool set up with the cannon. Now, just a couple of things to be aware of. Unfortunately, the Stormtrooper himself doesn't come with his own blaster, so that's one thing that's missing from the set. Even though he is in control of the E-Web cannon, I would still expect him to have his own blaster, so that's a bit of a miss. Also, the hands are obviously still sculpted so that they are designed to hold the blaster, so they are a little bit tricky to get him to hold the E-Web cannon like I have there. But it is possible, as you can see, he is holding it in both hands with the handles, so that's decent enough. The main issue that I've had with this is that the E-Web cannon could be a little taller on its legs. Now, the reason I say that is because if you were to stand the Stormtrooper up straight without his knees bent, then he would be far too tall for it, and it almost wants to sort of pull the E-Web cannon up into the air, because it is a light piece of plastic. So to get him realistically looking down the barrel and, you know, shooting everyone up with the E-Web cannon, you do have to have him in like a semi-crouched pose like I've got him there. But with the rocker ankles, it works really well. And as you can see, he looks absolutely awesome controlling that E-Web cannon. I absolutely love it. This is what these deluxe packs should be for. They shouldn't be for a, you know, figure with just a couple of accessories. For me, these deluxe sets should have something meaningful inside, and, you know, mini little accessories like the E-Web cannon are brilliant for world building. It's going to look awesome outside your Nevarro Cantina setup or in any Imperial setup. It looks absolutely awesome. So I'm really, really happy with it. I might have to buy a couple of these. The Stormtrooper looks great. The extra added rocker ankles are great as well, because it helps him out when you're trying to pose him like that. And he just looks awesome. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. This has been the review of the deluxe Stormtrooper with E-Web cannon from outside the Nevarro Cantina. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members. Your support means a great deal to me. And if you fancy becoming a member, the links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys, and we shall see you on the next one.